Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Wednesday. Oh, we might need to turn this light off. It is in a bad spot. I don't know, guys. We'll put it back on, see how this goes. I'm still trying to figure this out, but those glasses are a pain with lights. Anyway, welcome over here to the WeCrochet Facebook page and YouTube channel. It is back to another wonderful Wednesday, and we have a wonderful guest to share with you. And for a really great reason, we are sharing all about the Our Maker Life because we are a sponsor this year. We are so excited to get to be one of the sponsors at Our Maker Life. It is like our first event out in the world ever for WeCrochet. And it's going to be a long time since Knit Picks was kind of out in the world. We're doing both brands are going to be at the event live. We hope you'll come and join us. So we brought the founder of Our Maker Life here to talk to us a little bit more about what's going on, what Our Maker Life is, how you can participate and join us. So we are so excited. Let's just say hello to everybody who is here. Hi, Mom. My mom is here. Hi, Maria. Hi, Julia. Hi, Chris. Hi, Cindy. It is great to have you guys all here. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining us live today. If you're not live, it's okay. You can watch the replay. You can still put your questions or comments into the chat because we'll be able to see it later afterwards. We have Isabel who goes through all of the comments and puts stuff in there. We have Alyssa here on the back end who is doing links for us. And I will say we're having technical difficulties today. Tried to go live and nothing was working. My camera would not show up. So let's keep our fingers crossed that you can see me or at least hear me the entire time so that we don't have any more issues. So let's dive right in. Oh, wait, one thing before I forget. Don't forget that the yarn sale. The wool sale is going on right now. So if you're interested in wool yarns, go ahead and grab them, or wool blends. Grab them now. They're up to 30% off. We'll throw a link in there eventually so that you guys can go shop that sale, but it's a great time to stock up on some stuff that you might be needing. The shawl that I'm wearing, oh, I forgot to look this up exactly. I'm pretty sure this is called the canopy shawl. Alyssa, you can double check for me, but I'm pretty sure this is called the canopy shawl. This is done in Curio. We have 5 new colors of Curio. And if you buy 5 balls or more, you can use the code Curio5 to get a 10% discount on it. And just so you know, over here is our wonderful Ladybird tee, which is actually part of our new collection called Spring Soiree, which you can get in print or you can get in an ebook version, or you can purchase as individual patterns. However you want to do it, we have it available for you to go ahead and check out these 5 really great summer garments and the yarns that we use for everything. Yeah, so hi, Dawn. We see you come in as well. Okay, we're going to bring in our guest. We're so excited to share. Alyssa's going to let her in. Hi, Jewel.
Hi, I was just grabbing a stitch marker that fell. I'm sure problems that you guys can all relate to. I'm like, oh,
Yes,
my
they
stitch
fall
marker.
everywhere, and then you find them and you're like, oh, that's where that went.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Caitlin. I'm so excited to be here. This is very cool.
Yeah, we're so excited. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, how you're involved also in Our Maker Life, and then we'll start to dive into what Our Maker Life is and how everybody else can join us in the fun.
Sure, absolutely. Well, my name is Jewel Washington, and I am the founder of Our Maker Life, which is a community for those who are hobbyists and influencers and just really passionate about knitting and crochet, all things really like fiber arts, but definitely for knit and crochet. So we're so excited to know that you all will be a part of our Denver micro retreat this year. And that's essentially what Our Maker Life is. I launched it in 2016 with some fellow fiber friends, but our goal really was just to have a nice micro retreat, so a single day retreat where we could come together and really just talk about why we love knitting and crochet and why we're passionate about it. I really love the fiber arts industry, so I also am a knit and crochet wear designer. I run my own knitwear brand called North Knits, and I actually launched North Knits before I started Our Maker Life, but really am equally passionate about both and just really love the opportunity to immerse myself in the community with with fellow brands and designers and people who love yarn as much as I do.
Yeah, we are so excited to be able to team up with Our Maker Life this year. We should say Our Maker Life is not always in the exact same location. It moves around to different locations. And this year it's in Denver, Colorado. So we get to go out to Denver and get to be with all these wonderful makers and do some things. We should say the event is July 22nd. So there is still time to sign up. We'll throw that link in there that you can get all the information. You can go ahead and you can sign up to join us. I will be there in person. My counterpart on the knitting side is going to be there. And then the director of the yarn division is going to be there as well. So there's going to be 3 of us representing. I hope I can share this, that we're sponsoring a lunch and learn that we're going to have at the event. So you'll be able to get, it's like a boxed lunch, and then we're going to have extra swag to go with it outside of the regular, like, event swag. So be sure to find us at the event because we've got lots to share with you and lots to talk about. There are 2 wonderful designers that are going to be there as like keynote speakers. Do you want to share with us who those are going to be for this year?
Yes, well, so many great gems that you dropped there, Caitlin. So yes, Our Maker Life, we hold annual single day micro retreats is really what we like to call them this day, because it's not a full immersive whole weekend long thing or an entire week, even because we know that
Right.
that can be sometimes overwhelming where you're like, wow, I got to commit to a whole week, right? So
Right.
really find value in that they are micro retreats and that they are held annually in the summertime. So as you said, this year's event will be on July 22nd, which is commonly always around the time that we hold our annual events. And they're always in different cities so that we really can live by and lean into the ideal of getting to know makers all across the world. So we've had wonderful opportunities to go, to do just that, to be able to meet with fellow makers all over the world. Our events have ranged from our first one being around 50 people to growing almost double that size, and being upwards of more than 150 to 200 makers coming together for a single day micro retreat. And so it's really, really fun to just be able to see that common thread, right? that
Yeah.
we all have. So we have the opportunity to have met together in Manhattan, Toronto, Canada, Chicago, Illinois, Calgary, Canada, as well as Portland, Oregon. And so to be able to be in Denver, Colorado is super, super exciting this year. And we're definitely excited to have you all be a part of the event this year. And the events are always catered. We think that there's honestly not much better that you can get with yummy food, cool swag, and being able to learn and be inspired by
Right.
fellow designers and makers in the industry. So we are super excited to have you all be a part of the event this year and to be able to offer a lunch and learn as part of the day. So our Maker Life is a little bit different this year, as far as the structure. Typically was a morning to late afternoon type event, but in Denver, Colorado, we decided to switch it up a little bit this year and do like a day to night sort of thing. So we'll have catered lunch where WeCrochet and Knit Picks will be a part of really being able to show the expertise that you all have around nice catered food. And then we also have incorporated, for really our first time this year, an OML mini marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
where we are looking to have vendors to be able to offer attendees the opportunity to squish yarn and purchase yarn and learn more about brands like WeCrochet and Knit Picks, and enjoy some really yummy food at the same time. So we were like, food
All
truck,
about the
yeah,
food,
let's
right?
do it. Yeah, so it's definitely a little bit different for us, but we really think that it's something that we wanted to really lean into. We think that's where the environment of the world is, of really being okay to immerse yourself in the world, but even if that feels like you're stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, to learn something new. And I really think that is a good metaphor and embodiment of really what the knit and crochet life is like.
Right. So again, if you guys have questions about the event, go ahead and throw them in the comments. We'll be sure to answer them and let you know everything that's going on. It is technically a one-day event, but I mean, make it a whole weekend. Stay overnight. There's a lot of great
Yeah.
opportunities. We're going to be staying overnight and having a lot of fun. So we hope you guys are going to come out and join us, even if it's just for the day. Come, join, meet people that love the craft from all over the world. Well, maybe all over the world, but at least all over the United States. You know, we're all coming all
We
together.
get a lot of
Um,
love from Canada too. So
Wonderful. There's so many wonderful designers and people in Canada that are part of this craft. So it's so great that we have these types of events that everybody can come together without it feeling overwhelming.
right.
Because like you said, when it's a multiple day kind of event, it can feel very overwhelming. What am I going to do? How many classes am I going to take? Am I going to get to the marketplace? Who do I have to see? What bonus events? What am I doing for food? Question upon question upon question. And Our Maker Life really takes care of it. There's a schedule of exactly what's kind of going on. You don't have to pick between four different things of what you want to do. It's, do you want to do this or do you not want to do this? And then you show up for like the little workshopy type things. You show up for the lunch, you show up for the marketplace. You know, you don't have all of that overwhelm. They pare it down to the essentials and what you need, and you get to learn about new yarns. There's a lot of people that are involved in this. There's going to be indie dyers there that you'll be able to see as well in the marketplace. So it's a
Mhm.
really great opportunity to go and touch and feel. I
Yeah.
will say we're taking some yarn that you'll be able to play with, you'll be able to touch and feel, but we will not be selling yarn at the event. Well, let me say that. We'll sell yarn in a special way that you guys will see how it's going to work, but it's going to get shipped to you as opposed to having to fit it into your suitcase. Because are you really going to have room to be able to put it into
We
your
already
suitcase?
bring like so much yarn with us.
I
And they're like,
know, I
okay,
know.
I
We
have to
already
take
have to
some
pack.
back too.
I know. 3 projects for the airplane because just in case you
Exactly.
run out, even though
Exactly.
that's not gonna happen, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of opportunities to try new yarns, to meet new people. So are there classes at Our Maker Life, or what kind of educational pieces are people going to be able to experience at Our Maker Life?
Yeah, that's a great question, Caitlin. And like you said, we do think definitely in our community, in our industry, that there is a wealth of value from longer day retreats, fully immersive retreats, and conferences. There's a conference coming up in just a few weeks in July that I'm super excited to be attending. You guys may also be there as well, but we know that there is a great value in that. But
Mhm.
we also think that, you know, our value that OML really is able to bring to the community is just being able to have a safe place and really giving honoring to that, both metaphorically and physically, of being able to have a safe place where you can just really come and talk about all things fiber, all things knitting, and all things crochet. So we do have Friday kickoffs. This year we will be having a Friday kickoff knit night. So when you purchase your single day ticket, that does cover your entry into the Saturday event. So that's really why we like to lean into of like, it's a micro retreat. Your ticket really covers one day, but yes, for the past few events, we definitely have, you know, really enjoyed being able to do a kickoff event to really get people feeling comfortable. So that's include everything from yarn crawls to knitting in the park. This year we're looking to do a Friday knit night with the local yarn vendor there in Colorado. And so we're super excited to still make the event really feel like how you said, Caitlin, it's really like condensed down, but still a lot packed in there for you to offer and really be able to experience with fellow makers. So Friday, we're hoping to have a kickoff, and then Saturday will be from noon until 8 p.m. So that will include, yes, being able to learn, you know, and have that educational piece, maybe not learning how to launch your knitwear business, but you will be able to hear from Jessica, who is a wonderful knit and crochet wear designer from Mama and a Stitch, who will be one of our keynote speakers that will teach you how she's really gotten from the bottom of the mountain to the top and really peaked and elevated in her career. So we're really leaning into the mountain theme this year. And Jessica will be able to share her story and also share a lot of gems of things that she's learned in running a crochet and, you know, knitwear business, and being
Mhm.
able to share that value with fellow designers. Our second keynote speaker will be Chiwe of One Dog Wolf, who is also a longtime knit and crochet wear designer and really creates these beautiful, modern, very approachable designs, and really
Mhm.
being able to be transparent in not only what she designs, but who she is as a designer, and really being able to, Jessica does this as well, but really being able to, in their own individual ways, embrace their culture and lean into that, and,
Right.
and embrace and use that into how, they run their businesses. And so we think that being able to have those conversations, both in them presenting and then being able to really mix and mingle with them, as well as fellow influencers and designers who will be at OML this year, we really think that there is a lot of value. So, and even if that's, well, like, how do I collaborate with big brands, like WeCrochet and like Knit Picks, how do I get started with that is a big question that we see over and over in the community. And so we think that there's a lot of educational value there that you
Right.
will be able to get at Our Maker Life, where it isn't like so overwhelming, where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm approaching like a booth,
Yeah.
or I'm out at a full 4-day retreat in the cabin, and like, there's this huge designer or brand there. And I've experienced those type of retreats and conferences, and again, so much value there. But just really being able to sort of, take a breath and being like, okay, I'm not going to overwhelm myself by trying to go someplace and like, you know, fully learn everything that there is about
Right.
business, and, just full on 100% networking. We think that there's a lot of value to just be like, hey, I love this. I love doing this. I love yarn. And I just want to be able to lean into that and kind of meet up in a cool city and chill and like hang out and,
Yeah.
and talk and eat some good food. So, yeah, we really think, again, that that's value that Our Maker Life brings. It's not necessarily so much you really being able to step into how to do something via workshop style, but it's really, how do you find that spark? Who do you find
Mhm.
that spark with? And really being able to take that spark that we hope that you find at an Our Maker Life event, and then being able to go back into your business online and off, and really being able to create some good value there that then you can turn around and offer to your audience, and things that you are essentially called to do. So,
Yeah.
we think that there is a lot of value there. And additionally, a lot of times, where it's, really a lot going on, at events that can seem a little bit longer day, there's not an opportunity a lot of times for great lengths of time to sit and have really important conversations that
Right.
do happen online in our community. Everything from size inclusivity, which I've been talking about recently on my platforms, to diversity and inclusion and anti-racism and gender equality and things like this. And Our Maker Life really, really has leaned into being able to offer a safe space where we can have some open audience discussion, and say, hey, what are the things that are important to us in our community? Let's look each other in the face and have those conversations. And it's always just great, great value, and nothing but hugs, sometimes tears, that we get from those conversations. And so I felt immensely honored and grateful to be able to bring those type of places and spaces, through events over the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, it's so awesome. We're so excited. Would you say that this event is better, or you're going to get more value out of it if you are either have a crochet business or knit business or want to start one, versus if you're just a hobbyist? Or are you both going to get value out of it in just different ways?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kaylin. I would say that there is value for both, in different ways. So it's really why we like to, bring We Crochet and bring Knit Picks and some of our other summit sponsors this year to the event, because there are definitely, opportunities where, if you're looking to start your own pattern design business per
Mhm.
se, for example, that you will be able to really meet some of these movers and shakers in the industry, where it's like, okay, let's connect, let's network. Tell me about you. What have you made? What are you doing now? And really being able to have some authentic, candid conversations, and literally being able to sort of take the wall down that email and trying to slide in people's DMs
Yeah.
can sometimes bring. So if you are looking to really get into pattern design, I think this is a wonderful way, to really be able to give yourself an opportunity to do that. And a lot of pattern design careers, I found out over the years, I was so surprised, but a lot of pattern designers were able to really launch their brands and businesses after going to an Our Maker Life event. Great collaboration.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I'm like, oh wow, this is so great to know and hear, and really makes you feel like you've created some wins and open opportunities for people in the industry. And I really see a big way of that, Caitlin, is really pattern design collaborations as well. Because, like I said,
Mhm.
sometimes we can give ourselves imposter syndrome and say, well, that
Right.
brand, they have over 100,000 followers. There's no way that they would look at little old me, with 5 or 6,000 followers and want to collaborate with me or want to hear my ideas. But I can tell you hands down from experience, that's not the case. So,
Right.
I've really been able to feel like I can structure the events to offer that opportunity. But also, if you are just a hobbyist, and we know that this has been the case as well from our attendees, where knitting and crochet can very oftentimes feel like a solo task.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, a lot of us lean into the craft because we are dealing with things like perfectionism, our anxiety, our depression, are really feeling overwhelmed and trying to find a balance with school and our
Right.
families and 9 to 5 careers, and maybe wanting to figure out, well, how do I just even meet people to, even get to that point, where I could really
Mhm.
start to have some conversation with myself and others about what would it look like if I did this on a full-time entrepreneurial basis.
Right.
And sometimes it just starts by finding your people and finding
Mhm.
people that say, and I'm a big proponent of this, of saying, hey, guess what? You do not have to quit your job tomorrow and
Right.
go into this full time. Maybe find out if you like it first.
That would be a good idea.
Because I've sort of sometimes done that at different points in my career. I've just been like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for 10 hours a day, and then it's like, oh, I'm burnt out. I actually don't know,
Right.
and really being able to find that balance there. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
no, we lost her. Oh, there she is.
Sorry about that. But really being able to find people who just love it as much as you do, and being able to just have that confirmation of saying like, hey, I do knit and yarn in my spare time because it makes me
Right.
happy. Or
Right.
I know that Reshma is, I'm going to call Reshma out here. And if you're watching back on the line, on the live replay, Reshma of Hello Lavender Designs, she's a big, big component of this. And she's been an Art Maker Life attendee to a few of our events. But Reshma just has such a beautiful design life because she doesn't necessarily do pattern designs and sell them. She just really
Mm.
loves to make sweaters and beautiful tank tops, and she makes stitch markers. But she's like, I just want to see what other people are making and
Right.
being able to make those things. And so that is a core part of her brand. And so those are the type of people that come to our Maker Life events. And we love to just be able to give a space to say, you know what, and that's okay. If you want
Yeah.
to do it just because you love it, that's totally okay. And in fact, even if you are running a business, it's inherent, especially in the world of social media and how
Mhm.
fast, content has to be created
Yes.
these days, and how much output, and constantly battling the algorithm. That's always the thing of like, how do we battle the algorithm? Well, sometimes battling the algorithm is taking a step back and realizing that you can go to an event where you're not learning all the ins and outs of how to create that content, or creating pressure on yourself to learn how to. It's just like, hey, I'm going to give myself a break,
Mhm.
from creating content and running the business angle of it by doing it just because I love it. And we think that there is great value there, and it's always a good time.
Yeah. So we should ask too, are there still tickets available? Can people still join? I mean, and here I am telling everybody, come join us, come see us. And, maybe I should ask, like, are there even tickets available anymore?
There are still tickets available, which is new for us, but very, very exciting. So yes, if we know that people are really starting to solidify their summer plans, and we
Mhm.
know that, again, just the economy and things like that, it can be definitely something where you have to think cognitively about, making an investment of this sort. But yeah, there are still tickets available, and like I said, it'll be a great opportunity for you to come to a beautiful city. I mean, I actually, fun fact, was born in Denver, Colorado. I was born in Denver.
That's
Although
cool.
I was raised in South Carolina. So this will be full circle for me being able to be back in Denver. But I tell you, over the years, I've always heard that Denver is literally one of the most beautiful cities that you can be in the summertime. So, I mean, cool city, backdrop of the mountains, being able
Yeah.
to hang out and knit from Friday to Sunday. I don't know that it really gets much better than that. I know I say that about every city that Art Maker Life goes to, but we know that Denver will, not be short of that at all. And so, yes, we definitely encourage you as you make your travel plans, because we know that, like, price tickets are going up, and we've been able to share this. So if you guys are not a part of the Our Maker Life newsletter,
Mhm.
particularly our weekly maker report, we share things like this of like travel trends and like, can I bring my needles in the airport, and having your itinerary and really making that a seamless, easy decision for you. We try to punch that into you all every week. And also another thing, Caitlin, that we'll be adding to the event this year that your ticket entry will cover is we'll have a Sunday coffee bar. So you'll be able to hang out all Saturday and Saturday evening and have a mocktail cocktail hour where you can rub shoulders with influencers like Alexia of Two of Wands and Allie of Explore Knits, and really some of these cool designers in the industry. And then come back on Sunday and have like final goodbyes and hugs and enjoy some good coffee and an early brunch. I'm sorry, an early breakfast. So
Yeah.
we're super excited about that as well, and first time that we'll be able to offer something like that. So yeah, come and join us for sure. There's still spots open.
Yeah, I am so excited. I've never been to Denver, so that's number 1 on the checklist. Like, yay, new city. I'm so excited to come to Our Maker Life. I wanted to come last year. It just didn't work out when you
Yep.
guys were in Portland, but we're making it happen this year. We're
So
going to be
excited.
there. We're going to represent. We're going to show our faces, and we can't wait to talk to everybody who is there. Like, I think I'm going to keep a tally and make sure we talk to all 200 people that show up. We want to talk to them all. We want to meet everybody. This is what, we live for. We want to make those connections with not just the designers and things, but also the makers that are out there. Like, you are all important to us, and we are so excited just to get to talk to all of the people that are there and what they're doing in their journeys along the way, because we're all crocheters and knitters here, and that's the funnest part, is getting to talk to other people that are knitters and crocheters, see what they're doing, how they do things, what their favorite projects are, meeting new people that you want to follow. It is so much fun. So we hope you guys are going to join, and we'll see you at Our Maker Life in July on the 22nd. Well, maybe the 21st, because we'll have the Friday night event. We'll be there.
Yeah, I would say maybe plan to get in on like a Thursday evening, Friday morning. So if you do want to make the knit night, that would be later in the evening at Elevation Yarn Co., which is a wonderful local yarn store that just launched there in Denver. I would say definitely plan your travel trip around that. And then Saturday, again, the event will be on the 22nd on a Saturday from noon to 8 p.m. So we'll be able to hang out with us like all day. And again, like Caitlin said, we'll have catered lunch. There will also be a food truck later in the day. We'll have a mocktail cocktail hour in the evening as well. And then our Sunday coffee bar early in the morning for about a couple hours. So yeah, it'll still be, a full, nice, immersive event for you to enjoy from Friday to
Yeah.
Sunday.
We love it. Thank you so much for joining us today so we could share our news about joining and get to share more about Our Maker Life. Please share this, like this, pass it along to all your friends so they can come and join too. We're going to have a really great time and a really big party, all the crocheters and knitters together having a great time. So thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you in July.
We'll see you in July. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. And also feel free to hang out with us on social at Our Maker Life. You can also shoot us an email at hello@ourmakerlife.org if you have any questions. Again, sign up for our newsletter. We share cool things that we see around the industry, cool things that WeCrochet and Knit Picks are doing. Every week, Friday, we'll hit your inbox with our weekly maker report and also keep you abreast of the event in July. And I'm looking forward to seeing so many of you there.
Great. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.